Hey business warriors, welcome to the show, and your chances of an IRS audit may have just increased. So guys, I want to share with you an article. This was in the Wall Street Journal this morning. Biden to seek $80 billion to bolster the IRS and tax enforcement. And this is according to people with knowledge of the situation, okay? And I think we can believe it because basically tomorrow he's going to make a big speech to Congress, and a load of these things are probably going to be included in that speech. So you'll find out for sure whether it's true or not tomorrow, but yeah, I'm pretty sure that this is reliable information from the Wall Street Journal. So he wants $80 billion for the IRS, and effectively he wants to increase the IRS's size by about 50%. All right, to increase tax enforcement. And they believe that this will bring in $700 billion over 10 years. And that 80 billion figure as well, that's not in 1 year budget, that's over 10 years, okay? Because 80 billion, that would be a lot for one government department just over, in 1 year, unless it's the military. But yeah, the IRS should nowhere near cost that much, but it's over 10 years. So basically, that's what they want to do. But how are they going to do it? So I want to show you another part of the article, which is basically saying, look at this quote here. An aggressive estimate, this is what it's described as, an aggressive estimate that relies more on audits alongside the administration's proposals to raise tax rates on the ordinary income and capital gains of high-income taxpayers. So we already talked about raising the taxes. That's what that Biden 43.4% tax rate was. We did a video on that just a few days ago. You guys can check that out on our channel. But I want to draw your attention to the first part of that sentence is increasing audits, okay? Audits by the IRS. So if you don't know, which you probably should know, an audit is where the IRS looks into your taxes, and it's more than just checking out your tax return. They actually go through everything you've reported to see if what you've reported is true. And obviously, if you've lied to the IRS and, paid less tax than you should have, then you're going to get in a lot of trouble, all right? Now, the IRS audits people, but not very many, okay? I want to show you some statistics on their site because basically it's actually quite a low number of people that get audited by the IRS. So your chances of an IRS audit do significantly increase as your income rises, and they actually provide a little table to show how many people actually get audited, and it's ridiculously low. So if you have no income whatsoever, I guess they're suspicious of people who report no income. So they actually audit about 4%, 4.5% of those people. But if you are on, very average income, like 50,000 a year, 75,000, even 100,000, it's only about 0.5% of people who file taxes actually get audited. And then once you're earning, over 500,000, it's 1%. Then between 1 million and 5 million, it's 2.5%, and then above 5 million, it's like 4.5%, and then over 10 million, it's like 8% of people who get audited by the IRS. Okay, this is figures from 2015. That's the most recent year I could find on the IRS's website. All right, so basically, they're looking to increase audits from these figures. And what do they think that they're going to find? Well, the IRS actually estimates that there's $381 billion in legally collectible taxes that are not being collected each year, okay? And that's because people are, they're doing their own taxes with their accountants, and they're perhaps claiming deductions for things which they're not actually eligible for, all right? And they basically think that if the IRS was able to audit more people, they would be able to claw back more of these taxes. And this is called a tax gap, okay? So that's basically the idea of what Biden wants to do. He wants to increase the size of the IRS so that they can audit more people and claw back some of this tax. Now, I would say, in theory, it's actually a good idea because you don't want people, not paying the taxes that they owe, all right? Now, if you know about me, I always oppose higher taxes, but if tax rates are fair, which, at the moment, I think they're reasonably okay, I don't necessarily oppose enforcing actually going and getting those taxes if people are getting away with not paying what they owe, okay? But just the negative thing for people that you're going to have to realize is that if this goes through, which, it probably will do, your chances of an IRS audit are probably going to increase. So my piece of advice, which actually don't take as advice because I'm not supposed to give financial advice anyway, I'm just some dude on the internet, but my best piece of advice theoretically would be do your taxes properly. don't try and get away with not paying money that you owe, because your chances of getting audited are probably going to increase. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you're new. We'll be watching Biden's speech tomorrow, and we'll definitely have a video on what's included in that plan, all of the new tax stimulus, all that kind of stuff. So subscribe so that you don't miss that video tomorrow. All right, guys, see you later. Bye-bye.